You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton, here, banging out a Friday show for you guys. Blowing out your truck speakers. Let's freaking go. The new trucks, man, they got some nice speakers. Liz, how you doing today?
I'm allowed to talk now.
Folks, everybody's like, I want to build a business with my spouse. I wish my wife was on board more. Marriage Mondays with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. And it's like, how you doing? And she's like, awesome. What did she say? Awesome, I think, is how she always opens up. Great. She goes, always. That's what it is. Always. You excited to be here? Always. Of course you are. Folks, like before we hit record, I go, Liz, you move the mic a little bit back. She goes, okay. I go, a little bit closer. She goes, okay. I said, no, back a little bit more. It looks like you're eating it. Okay. And then I said, you ready to go? And she goes, yep. And I go, me saying, are you ready to go means I'm hitting record. So she goes,
I was just answering, okay. And then he's like, don't talk.
I said, don't talk.
Recording.
So you don't,
okay.
We're recording. I don't need the yep.
Okay.
I don't need the yep.
Just silent Bob over here then. The whole show.
I said, give me a nod, right? Like,
okay. I'm going to silent Bob it. Oh, I just said okay again.
You said okay again.
I'm just a
Stop
responsive
okay.
kind of lady.
Stop
I just like to talk.
Stop it.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen, everybody listening.
Yes.
It's been 3-4 months since you've been on the show. We're still married?
This is why I can.
Maybe. We're still married?
Yeah.
We're still happy?
Yeah.
Most days. Everything going good?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we hemorrhaging cash? Dude, it's been a crummy winter, a really crummy spring to date. We have overages on the house, of course, like anybody building anything right now. I was talking to Leroy Maines via text message the other day. They're breaking ground on the shop any day now, and I said, make sure you budget about 25% over it. And he just does like the sweating emoji, like, oh no.
I wish it was a joke. It was a joke.
But dude, anybody that's building, I had Corey Ballard on the show just the other day, and he said the exact same thing. Everything is 10-20% more.
Yeah.
Our friends are going through the process of bidding a home. It's 25% more than what he originally estimated it would be. He's like, WTF, where they come up with this? I said, dude, that's just what it costs to do things these days. We're getting customer pushback from residentials. They're going up $2.50, $10 a month. The price of one of their Starbucks drinks. And they're like, oh, we can't afford this anymore. I go, don't cut back on your Starbucks. I don't care if you go Starbucks or lawn care, but at the same point, I ain't your freaking problem. There's only so much money to go around. It's probably not the lawn guy that's taking the bag. It's just ridiculous, So anyway, it's good to have you on the show. How you been?
I'm allowed to talk now.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk now. Give me a nod. I told Liz, I said, when somebody says you're ready to go, that means we're hitting record. So give me a nod.
No, I think you're wrong on this one.
Probably. I'm wrong on everything. Except for, what were you wrong the other day on air conditioners?
Oh, if air conditioners dehumidify. They do, apparently. The coils get cold and condensation forms, and then they drain out. I had no idea.
The more you know.
The more you know.
So we're eating dinner, and Liz proposes some wild wizardry on how air conditioners actually work. And I said,
because you're talking about the air being dry in here, and I was like, no, it's not winter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it works as much as the dry air in the winter because
it's not like a dehumidifier, I would imagine, but it does.
It still does dry
air conditioning conditions the air.
This is why I'm not on the podcast. Because what are we even talking about?
We'll get into it. We're going to talk about Together in the Trades.
Yes.
The week before tickets are due, it's a good reminder to tell everybody, get your tickets. This could be a 6-minute show. My dog's going ballistic. Somebody must be at the front door. It could be a 6-minute podcast. A lot of things between me and you last about 6 minutes. Why not Together in the Trades?
6 minutes. We combined.
All right, fine. Well, we're already at 3:45, so I had to work with something here. Obviously past the 3-minute mark on average. So yes, you're right. Less than 6, over 3. Okay. But listen, here's the deal, really quick. It takes about the same time amount to buy your tickets online. So
it does.
Rule of threes over here. You know what I'm saying? So when you're on the cruise and you're gone for 3 minutes, we also get it why. All right, folks? Like, you got your own room, and that's going to be a lot of fun. TogetherInTheTrades.com. We're going to talk about that. I don't know. We're going to talk about that for a quick second here. It's our non-pitch, pitch, non-pitch. If you want to go get your tickets, get your tickets. It's just a friendly reminder. We'll talk about all that in a little bit. But a little lifestyle update, love update, marriage update. Are we solid? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Why did you say I don't get you on the show much? Oh,
well,
hold on.
Been sick for 2 months, basically. And
I'm not making that up when I say that on the podcast.
You can still hear it in my voice.
I was sharing old shows, for like a re-release. We dropped a couple LAL speeches, a couple of chapters from the book, just anything to bridge the gap.
It was wild.
I want to make sure you guys are getting fed on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's what I look at it as. I listen to shows on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursdays, other people in lawn care or otherwise. And I'm like, I don't want them to miss a show. I don't care if it's kind of a rerun or something. I'll still watch it. Old, episode of Friends or something kind of deal. But by the way, the humidifier story, we were sitting at dinner and you Googled it. Actually, I asked Alexa.
I asked Alexa.
And what did she say?
She said, yeah.
She goes, yes.
She explained why.
And that in like one sentence. And you go, well, I'll be.
Oh, man. I was wrong for the first time in my life.
Togetherthetrades.com, folks. It's actually pretty funny. And then one of the things with Together the Trades, which we're actually considering setting up for Brad and Tammy, their marriage coaching.
Yeah. Brad and Tammy, if you guys haven't been to Together in the Trades before, they are real marriage professionals. They call it marriage coaching because they prefer to get with people before they need counseling, because once you get to the counseling part, usually one party's kind of like checked out.
Yeah.
So do it before you need it, kind of preventative maintenance.
I'm actually kind of like looking forward to it. Like,
I'm excited to hear I'm right.
Like a maintenance thing. What's that? Dude, you're so ridiculous. You've never been wrong about anything in your entire life.
No, I think just like anything else, we're going through this whole transformation with our business, which results in a transformation in our life, honestly, and stress levels and everything. And I think, it's important to keep everything kind of between the lines. And I'm so proud of us for how far we've made it into this home building process and everything going on. Like, honestly,
it's not for the faint of heart.
It's not for the faint of heart, but like I am really proud of like how we've handled everything. This has been one of the coolest, if not the coolest, projects we've co-created on. Like this
house
that our family gets to grow in. Like
couldn't
it's
agree
insane
more.
To me, but it is not without stress. So.
A lot of stress.
Yeah.
And the Almonds built their shop a couple years ago, and they talk about how they're like, well, our goal is just to like stay married and survive. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, that's fun. And then you go through a process like this. You're like, no, I kind of get it.
But coming out of it, like.
3 more months. We
got 3 more months. And like, we're going through all this different transformation, like with our business, we're taking it to the next level. Like you and I've started like working out like consistently again.
Don't give them everything.
The barn's put together. Our parenting, like we're getting better about parenting. Like we're just trying to hit it on all 8s. And I think the last silo is like, let's get some marriage coaching. Let's be solid to solid, because that's the best legacy that we can give our kids.
Well, I love that. And they say building a home, changing jobs, and having kids are like the 3 biggest stressors or something. I heard somebody say that. I'm like, yeah, well, we're kind of like doing all 3 while starting additional businesses, while other irons are in the fire. Stuff that we talk about, stuff that we never talk about. People are like, oh, the YouTube millions. I'm like, dude, the social media, the internet marketing company that we have, like, it's not like we're just gurus or something like that with trying to do lawn care stuff. Like, there's a lot of things you can do when you start developing a skill set, when you're good with a camera, good with making tags, titles, descriptions, thumbnails. There's a lot of wild opportunities for affiliate marketing, internet marketing. Some of you guys have found some of the other stuff that we do. Like, and I've never proclaimed like, oh, the house or this is all about lawn care money. No, they can pay the mortgage for that, our lawn care business. But dude, we have not hundreds, but dozens of irons in the fire. And so we're always constantly changing, developing, learning, growing. There's always something going on. And that's stressful. And so I think the Almonds actually are doing coaching now with Brad and Tammy as well.
Yeah,
they talked about that on a podcast recently.
The Suttons said they did it. Or
the Suttons?
They do it as well, too.
Yeah.
They've said that they've never been happier in their marriage.
Well, that's a good sign.
At least this is like, I'm hearing like this.
Is there like a money back guarantee or something, Like,
I don't think so.
Your marriage better, guaranteed, or your money back.
Just knowing Brad and Tammy and like how much peace they bring to the event and stuff, like it's,
Kids banging in the background. I don't think anybody can hear that.
Okay.
Sounds like a bomb going off.
I can only imagine like them on a one-on-one, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, that's the people coming into Together in the Trades. That's our credentialed folks. We always joke. Then you got us, the Almonds. I think the Jennings are sharing. I don't know. Who else?
Jennings are not sharing.
They're not sharing?
They are not sharing.
Maybe we'll get them tapped on the shoulder. You're speaking all of a sudden. Who else do we have? AJ and Alicia.
The Pretzels.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Who else is speaking? I don't even know.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So that's so what we're doing here is Together in the Trades. If you don't know, togetherthetrades.com, get your tickets. And
oh no, my gosh, the Creoles.
I knew there was one more.
I knew there was somebody else. Like, is that it?
I was like, well, maybe. I'm like, what do I know? You know, I'm like
no,
Caleb over here.
if you guys don't know Jason and Tracy Creel,
they're special. They're awesome.
So special. They are the kind of people that you meet and you feel like you've known forever. So we have kind of a really good mix this year of couples in the business, like outside of like our actual marriage professionals. We have people who physically work in the business with their spouses every day in the field. We have people who work with their spouses, but just like on the business, not in the field. We have people who have never been in the field, who don't touch the books, don't help at all, but support their spouse, Tracy Creel. And then there's me, who I've never been in the field, and I feel like my role has just evolved.
Dude, you are the catch-all of everything in our life.
Yeah, I'm like the calico cat over here.
What's a calico cat?
They're like a cat of all different colors.
Oh.
Like that coat.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The technical, never mind.
It's funny, like
maybe that's not a saying.
I hear the calico cat. That's a good one.
So we have a really good viewpoints on, you know, it's something for everybody. You know, a lot of times as a wife, when I come around different events, like to equip and things, I always hear like, how do I get my wife involved? Or like, what, or from a wife, what is my role? What would it look like?
Sure.
So we have a little bit of each piece of the puzzle with spouses speaking. So I think that'll be really helpful if, you know, for pretty much anybody.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have it all figured out. So let's...
Obviously.
Folks, I'll tell you what. If you've been stuck in 400 square feet of a fifth wheel camper...
I don't think this is 400
months,
square feet.
I don't even think it's... This room is 6 by 6. No, 8 by 8. But you have... Well, you have the horseshoe of around the bed. You know, a foot here, 2 feet here. 2 by 6 is 12...
We're in the RV.
It's
in
probably
our bedroom.
250 square feet. The camera's probably free space.
Like I can, my head, if I sit up too high in bed, I'm only 5'3". My head hits the ceiling.
On the slide out.
On the slide out.
Come on, like
how
on the real ceiling, it's 6. Head? I don't know. I'm 6 foot almost, so the real ceiling's probably 6'6". Not too bad.
Yeah.
Rob would not.
Rob would not fit in this room.
I don't think Rob would fit in this room. If he did, he'd be by himself with a wingspan, spread eagle on the bed, you know. So, you know, togetherinthetrace.com if you want to get your ticket. I think there's some confusion, or we've had a lot of questions because it is something a little unique this year by doing a cruise.
Okay.
How folks register for the cruise and register for their tickets.
Oh, I can help clear that up.
Okay, because I was going to say, can you help me out with that? Because
yes. I'm
not as detail-oriented on some of the stuff. I can only have so much bandwidth. I know you can get your tickets at togetherinthetrace.com.
Yes.
What do folks do from there? Because if you just quick timestamp, April 15th.
April 15th, because we are doing a cruise, we have to be like uber militant with like our numbers and stuff, because it is so much more expensive for us to hold rooms, basically. So first you go to Together in the Trades and you purchase your tickets for Together in the Trades for the event. Your ticket's like a couple $100. Second, you call the travel agent. You get the travel agent's information after you purchase your ticket to the event. And then she will hook you up with all of the details on how to book the cruise and stuff. You are able to put down a deposit and then pay later.
That's good.
I know we're in the spring right now and money's tight, money's flying around. Maybe not necessarily tight, but it's moving around.
It's
like
tight.
We get it.
It's tight. We get it.
So you just put down your deposit for the cruise, and then you talk to the agent about what that payment plan will exactly look like,
and what rooms you want,
and
what's left,
and we do have limited. I think we only have like 1 or 2 more balcony specific rooms left in our block, but we do have interior rooms available. So if you are somebody, when you cruise, you get claustrophobic or anything, and you need that balcony room, like literally, if you're listening to this, I need you to go book it now, because I cannot promise that they're even still there at the time of this airing.
That's fair.
But your individual per person ticket is $247
for trades.
For trades. So that's per person. You need 2 tickets to attend the event. And
unless you're a single guy.
Unless you're a single guy, because we do have single people actually come who want, are looking to achieve the goal of having a spouse with them in business one day and want to know what that looks like. So there are single people that do attend.
We've had some divorcees, that come. They're single,
like,
and they
want to get better.
They want to get better for the next round.
As far as what the cruise looks like, so I think of when people. Some of the reservations that we've been having, I've heard from people is like, oh, I don't know about cruising. Like, that doesn't really seem like my jam. Like, I don't want to be stuck on a boat. There literally isn't a day that we are on the boat the entire day.
Right.
So just to give you the quick itinerary, July 26th, we depart from Florida. So that's the day you get on the boat. You get to spend the afternoon and then dinner with all of us. Like that's what's cool about this cruise is like, everything is all inclusive on the boat. You're going to see Brad and Tammy, at the pool. You're going to see Brian and I probably at the buffet. You're going to see me one arm carry my child away from like the kiddie section. Okay.
You'll see my six pack, right?
We're all going to be like around all the time. So there's going to be a lot of like really cool opportunities for those special conversations that happen at events.
Right.
More so than even just staying at the same hotel, if that makes sense, because you are completely enmeshed. All of your meals and everything are all together. So that's July 26th, Friday, or I think it is a Friday or Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Okay. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think maybe it goes out Friday, but we're all coming in on Thursday.
Maybe.
We need to double check that.
I'll double check that. But so then our second day, so you wake up on the boat on July 27th at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, Bahamas. The thing that was one of our big requirements that we had for the cruise was we wanted it to be over a weekend because we know time is difficult during the season. There's never a good time to go. So making it over a weekend, we thought that would make it easier for everybody to attend. And second is we wanted it to go to Coco Cay.
Yeah.
Why? Because everything is all inclusive. It helps keep costs low. So, when you get off the boat, you can go to this beach area. They have pools and stuff, and all the food like you would have on the boat is all there. So
and included, if I'm not mistaken.
It's all included. You can pay to upgrade things. Like you can pay for like the we did the
beverage package or something.
Like the where the slides, the water park part of it.
Oh, okay.
That's extra and stuff. We did that once. I don't think we're gonna be doing.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna be doing it. I just want to hang at the beach, honestly.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay any extra for that.
Yep.
The 28th, so the next day, you go to the Bahamas, Nassau, which is pretty cool. We
spent some money there or what? We're going to buy some stuff?
I think last time because you can book all the different excursions and stuff. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty cool place. And then July 29th, you arrive back at Florida. So there literally isn't a day where you're just stuck on the boat.
Yeah. And if you want to come down a couple days early, stay a couple days after.
And make it into a trip. Like,
we totally get that.
Yeah.
What port or city is it flying out of? I think, is it Miami? I'm not mistaken.
That's a great question.
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure.
Fort Lauderdale.
It is Fort Lauderdale.
It's right in front of my face. It's Fort Lauderdale, which is Miami. You would fly into Miami, I think.
No, Fort Lauderdale has an airport too.
Do they?
I do know that.
Okay.
But a lot of folks fly into usually one or the other. Sometimes flights are better, and then you just drive up. It's about 45 minutes up the coast, if I remember correctly. Because I think we did that. I think we flew one year into Fort Lauderdale for a different cruise and departed out of Miami. And then the other time we did the opposite. So we got to go help the baby really quick.
Teddy needs to go out. Your mom texted me.
Teddy needs to go. All right. Well, let's do this really quick. We're going to hear from today's show sponsors, show announcements, the commercials that keep the lights on around here and help make all this stuff happen. Guys, hang tight. We're going to come right on back. Kujo. Kujo. You know the name. Now experience this incredible work shoe for yourself. Hey guys, Brian here. And just a few years ago, I wondered why there wasn't some lightweight, functional shoe for the lawn care industry. A couple of weeks later, I get a message from this new company, Kujo Yardwear, letting me know about a new shoe they created for lawn care pros. We tried them out, put them to work, and the rest, they say, is history. The guys and I love Kujos because they are lightweight, breathable, super comfortable, and keep our feet dry. No more running shoes with flimsy support and soaked socks due to the morning dew or a passing spring shower. Kujo Yardwear is a family-owned company. Sean and Kelsey are a brother-sister team, and they seriously care about offering the best products for our industry. Check them out at kujo.com. That's Kujo.com. And don't forget to use the Brian's 10 code to save 10% on your next order. Get a pair for you and a pair for your crew. You'll be so happy that you did.
All right, guys, so I'm back. Brian's taking the dog out. And I just wanted to quickly, I know one of the big questions was pricing for the cruise outside of the tickets. Because again, you have to buy your Together in the Trades ticket and then buy your actual cruise ticket. So interior cabin pricing starts at about $1,800 for two people. And then it goes up to like your balcony cabin pricing. And that's like $2,100 for two people. So with it just being a couple day cruise, the cost is still pretty minimal when it comes to cruising. And we try to keep it in line. We thought about when we talked about going to Montana this past year, like that was an increase in travel price for a lot of people, but still relatively like doable. And we wanted to keep it about that. So if you came to last year's event, when you combine those flight tickets, the hotel was at a resort, and like any excursions and stuff you might have done at that, the pricing should all be pretty darn similar. And with the added benefit of, I think a lot of us, at least our Southern friends, can drive to Florida if you wanted to really keep those costs low. So that was something we wanted to keep in mind, was budgetary concerns. Another thing I've gotten a lot of questions on is, what does each day look like? Like, how are we fitting the conference into the cruise? Because we want to make sure you're enjoying the cruise, but also getting what you came for, as far as hearing from the speakers and getting what you need from like an actual marriage conference. So what we've done is every day before you get off the boat, we'll have a little meeting. We have a meeting every single morning. You'll hear from one, if not two speakers, and we have different activities and things we'll be doing. And then about 10 a.m., you get to get off the boat and like explore and have your whole day to hang out and, do something special with your spouse. Going back to like the original intent of this event, the first year we did it, it was just a single day. And then really quickly, we realized it needed to be longer than a day. We really wanted to kind of turn it into a retreat of sorts, where you get that time away with your spouse to reconnect after the big spring rush. This is happening in July, and I know it's still busy-ish season. There really isn't a downtime if you're, in snow like region like us. Like it never is a good time. But we wanted to make sure if you are taking the time, you are carving this out, that you really do get what you need out of this event, as far as, good balance between hearing from the speakers, fellowshipping with other people who are on the same mission as you. There's something so powerful about getting together with other people who have similarly aligned goals, as far as having, a successful life. Brian and I believe that to have a successful life, you first have to have a successful family unit. So you have to have a successful marriage. That's what everything else in our life is built on. So that's why we put such importance and emphasis on taking the time that you don't think you have. That was one of the things that we heard from a speaker, I think at the very first Together in the Trades, was take the time that you don't think you have. Because you really don't have it anyway. So I think Brian's going to hop on here. But if you have any questions or concerns about anything, or just need some last minute information, for the most part, I think everything's pretty easy to determine on the website here. But you can always reach out to myself, the Together in the Trades Instagram. It's just Together in the Trades, on Instagram, or Brittany Allman, Brian, or Caleb. So and Brian's coming back in now.
Hey, I'm coming back in right now. It's
sorry, awkward pause.
A little 5-second awkward pause. Dude, it's crazy. Right now, letting the dog out. There's honeybees all over the place.
Okay, they're ground bees. I'm not
bees?
really sure, because they're not honeybees.
I thought ground bees are even worse.
They're attacking the mud out there. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can spray for them or what. I was out there the other day with the kids, and I was like, they're by the car now. They were on the driveway, but now they're by the RV.
I think they're just looking for food and pollen. Maybe I have no idea.
They're not honeybees.
They're ground bees.
They're yellow and black, but a different yellow and black than a honeybee.
That's what somebody was saying. They're ground bee. I have no idea. But
I'm gonna Google it.
Teddy was right out there in the mix of them. There's a huge pod or swarm of them.
They're swarming.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what they're doing.
I've never really seen that before, but it's the first time I've been in the country in the summer. Normally we're in.
Well, I think they like the mud.
That's what I'm wondering. it's all around the big dirt and the big dirt.
Green sweat bees often nest in the ground or wood.
I don't know what that is. Sounds like something from Alabama.
I don't.
Shout out to Alabama.
I honestly have no idea.
Would you pick hornets? Those African hornets, the big ones that are taking over certain places, or scorpions? If you had to pick a worst.
Scorpions.
You would pick scorpions? Are you serious?
Over a hornet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
A killer hornet?
Yeah, that's what those are. Those big red ones, orange ones.
Yeah, I'd pick a scorpion all freaking day.
I don't know about that, man. Scorpions freak me out. Not that hornets.
They don't fly though. The flying part.
Yeah, but you could be just laying in bed and some scorpion just starts climbing down the wall, and you're like, oh.
I think they make furniture to prevent that.
They do. Yeah, we saw those baby cribs. Remember that had
That's what it was,
some kind of apron on them that the scorpions couldn't climb.
Yeah.
What a thing to make sure
to
that
consider.
Oh my God! You got a newborn baby and some scorpions just clawing all over the.
Honest to God, that's why it's hard for me to justify moving out of Michigan, because we don't have anything super scary.
Yeah,
here.
no black widows.
We don't really.
To a degree.
We get an occasional tornado.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but everywhere else, I don't know.
What'd you do for the other 5 minutes? I was going to tell everybody how right you are. Talk to yourself. Welcome to my life.
I don't know how you do shows by yourself. I'm going to be honest. It's just I just ramble. I'm just rambling. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth. It's just. Blah, blah, blah.
Usually, I just am fired up or pissed off at something somebody said. And I'm like, that's wrong. Or your stinking thinking is causing you to be broke, you know? And then I just get fired up because I'm like, and the only reason I know that is because I thought the exact same way 5, 10, 15 years ago.
I need like the reciprocal like conversation. Like even on the phone for me is very hard. Maybe I'm autistic. Like I need like the...
Escalated quickly.
Like I seriously, sometimes I wonder if like I'm socially weird or something. Like I need the feedback. I need the visual cues.
Dude, the same day at dinner, this is so awful. Like we try to stay positive, you know, conversations, but the other day we're at dinner, same conversation we had about the air conditioner. There's a conversation before that, you know, it's like whammy over here. I had said, what if we were both just actually really, really, really stupid people? But
nobody told us.
But nobody told us. What if we didn't know?
And I just really quickly, I didn't mean autism in like a bad way. Like,
No.
Saying sometimes I wonder if I don't show, like if I'm socially
whatever. But listen, yeah, nobody thinks you're being mean. Okay, who cares? And if you do, like that's on you. Okay, like here at the end of the day, we're both like at dinner. I'm like, what if we're both stupid and we don't know? And nobody's had the heart to tell us. Like people driving down the road, like look at those two.
Yeah,
if
Brian, we live in a camper in the mud pile. I think we might be stupid.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody's saying anything. Like our friends aren't coming around and saying, hey, just so you guys know, there's blogs about you guys. You're stupid. You're like, we're stupid? They're like, yeah. Like, I hate to say it. Sometimes you think it's everybody else, but the reality is you're actually them. Like, you're the stupid person. What if you don't know? What if nobody told you? What if everything you do was just...
Is it kind of like, what if you're ugly and nobody's told you?
Yeah, absolutely. They say, like, ugly strikes 1 in 3. Look left, look right. If you don't see it, guess who got it?
That's mean.
You never heard it?
No, I've never heard that.
Shut up, dude. That's when they do that at like stadiums.
No, my high school principal got on stage at our freshman orientation and told us that 1 in 3 wasn't going to graduate, and I was seated between 2 really smart people and went, crap. I vividly remember that is the most demoralizing like speech you could give somebody who's already very nervous about high school, by the way.
Listen, not to one up you, but I got one that's wilder than that, I feel. I remember being in our marketing and accounting class with Mr. Cerisa. He brought a guest in who was a banker. I think he was a banker or something like that. A finance background guy, successful dude. Who knows what he did? He could have sold, solar for all I know. And shout out to my solar sales guys. But anyway, he that's a joke, by the way. But he said 1 in 5 of you. And he had us go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put up that person's hand. Every 5th person, he said, is going to go bankrupt in their lifetime.
Oh my God, I really hope it's not us.
Dude, I was like 16 years old. I think I might have just like bought my car.
You're like, I'm going to go bankrupt.
I have a $220 a month car payment. I'm like, I couldn't even afford $200 a month. I was slinging pizzas.
You had a car payment?
Yeah, honey.
I didn't make enough to have a car payment in high school.
But listen, new versus used. That's another podcast.
You bought your car new?
No, it was used. It had like 30,000 miles on it or something like that. It was
Mine was
a Hyundai Elantra that came from a rental fleet from like an enterprise kind of a deal.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Like nothing like having your first car. Nobody told me that. Nobody disclosed that. We run a Carfax on it later after we purchased it. No. And you find out it was in a rental fleet for... You
didn't learn from this? Because I vividly remember buying that car, the Volkswagen Jetta.
Folks, we have made some really bad financial decisions.
I don't think we started the car.
We bought a Volkswagen Jetta in the parking lot.
We didn't drive it, I don't think.
We didn't even drive it. We had an 18.99% interest rate from Wells Fargo Bank.
Yeah, but I negotiated. We bought it at
8:30 p.m. on a Thursday night, dealer night. In the winter.
You can't see a thing in Michigan.
Can't see a dang thing.
At night in the winter.
But we didn't even know it had dents and dings.
It had dents. The whole bumper had like this thing.
The whole bumper was scraped off on the back, but it had red calipers.
Stop telling people.
When we go in there,
this
and the guy's like, the car's listed at 9.5. It had 80-some thousand miles. We were about to be the 4th owner.
We needed the car.
We needed the car dust.
I loved the car.
I liked it too until we started to do maintenance on it.
It did have a couple things go wrong with it.
An oil change.
Heated seats, though.
Dude, the heated seats were heating coil around plywood.
I would sweat. I loved it.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
1,000%. Though it's like being in Little laying on a tanning bed. It was like it was great. There was no soft foam or padding on the seat. It was just it was just copper wire on plywood.
You know that car today is probably like $20,000 though.
They probably appreciated it.
I negotiated.
Tell them the story.
I don't even remember. Story. I don't know what overcame me.
We're in it. By the way, it's not the nice dealer.
It's
in the trailer. You know,
there seems to be a theme about our life.
You can't just get away from the trailers.
Lawn care trailers, I live in.
Closed trailers. I'm all about them. Anything with wheels, I'm on it, bro. I want to be on it or in it, all right?
Don't take me with you anymore.
Listen. So we go to the used car. This is
walk up the stairs.
This is the back 40. Dude, they had the fake extra stairs, like little wood stairs. This is
They're
the
not
back.
even attached to the building.
This is in the back 40. We had a gentleman on the back 40 land development or something. What was his name of his company?
I'm pretty sure that the man that sold it to us still had a tag on his suit.
Did he? I think we were seriously like his first car sale because they probably cut his tie after that. Tell him the story.
I don't remember anything other than
they wanted
like,
$9,000.
I was sitting there at the table and I'm like, I don't even know. I was like, okay. I don't know what overcame me because I'm not a very like.
We were super desperate, obviously.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to need you to like bring this number down or something. I don't even remember what I said. And I remember as soon as I said like whatever I said.
$500 off.
Yeah, something. I demanded like money off of this vehicle.
You're like, listen, I know how to negotiate. We'll buy that car right now, but I want $500 off.
As soon as it came out, I was like embarrassed. Like I had this like all of a sudden I got hot and sweaty. I was like, what did I just say? How did that just come out of my mouth? Like it was an out of body experience for me to like negotiate a price. Like it was so bizarre.
We were like in like the back corner of this musky
like,
double wide used car lot sales trainer.
Why 500? Why not like 1,500? My self-image was so low. Asking for $500 off a super crappy car was like embarrassing.
Well, the guy comes back and he goes, you know what? I'll be damned. He goes, my sales manager's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to give you the $500 off. Now, if you guys can just sign this 18-page document, financial bank loan from Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo. It was literally 18.99 on like 72 effing months, bro. The car legit was 9.5 after taxes. I'm sure it took it up to 10. We would have paid $101,000 for this car if we took the loan to.
I love that car so much. I have pictures of it still on my Instagram. You guys go to my Instagram. I did one of those shots of like my hand holding the steering wheel, like
with your engagement
super
ring.
Edited. Yes, it was like I don't even know if we were engaged, Brian.
Well, we were because
we were. Yes,
a friend of mine. I said,
"She's your problem."
She's your problem. Because I said, like, I was talking to a buddy. I'm like, do I like give her $1,000 or something to like help bridge this?
I really needed a car.
He goes, you guys are engaged, right? I go, yeah. He goes, plan on making her your wife? I go, yeah. He goes, everything's combined already, bro, whether you know it or not. That's how it works.
What happened was I used to drive this Alero that sat in my dad's buddy's yard for like 2 years without being started. And then they just kind of like gave it to me for like, I think $1,000. I was lucky the thing started. It was muddy, like inside, like it smelled like mud. Like it was the weirdest car. And I took it to get the brakes done because it was getting really bad. And the guy doing the brakes was like, ma'am, I'm not even trying to scam you. You don't have to get the work done here, but you absolutely cannot drive this car off the lot without having like this laundry list of stuff done. Like the frame was cracked. The transmission was going. The steering wheel, like that was. Oh my God, Brian, do you remember?
The power steering.
The power
steering. It wouldn't go left.
The power steering would just cut out basically after if you were going too slow. I don't know why. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know what that is. But he would legitimately was like, I don't even care if you get the work done here. He's like, I can't I have a daughter your age and I cannot let you leave a lot with this car.
We had moved into our new apartment 6 months prior and you were at the Speedway gas station, back road in Piney Trail. Everybody knows the area. Like, folks can't make this stuff up. I get a phone call from Liz on my Nokia, because we were probably cool back then. And you call me. I go, hey, what's up, babe? Because we're, in dating and, we still call each other babe. Mm-hmm. And I go, what's up? You go, I just slid into the pylon at the gas pump. The big yell. I go, what?
I vividly remember. I was so scared. I hit. So I've
your
never.
ball tires.
I've never gotten, knock on wood, like driving. I've never hit like a car.
No.
I've only hit cars that are parked. Or a gas pump.
Or trees.
So
back into our friend's tree.
I hit this gas pump. I was so afraid because I'm like, I called Brian. I didn't move the car or anything. Like I literally hit it, gave up the ghost, and called Brian and was like, I hit the gas pump. Do I move the car? Like everything's going to blow
get
up.
Out of there.
Like,
you're going to die. I was like, dude, it wasn't you. I mean, they all have these black scuff marks from tires or doors, I'm like,
what do I I do? If I move the car, is it going to explode?
Listen, if you guys are at the gas pump right now, look at some of you guys really are listening to the show and filling up your truck and mowers for the day. Look at the yellow pylon or the red ones. At Speedway, they got the red hooped ones now, or the sit go. Look at the red pylons. If you see a scuff mark, you go, who the hell could hit that? Me. My wife.
I slid into it because my power steering wasn't working because I was going too slow. You can't drive very fast in the gas station parking lot, okay? Brian didn't believe me when we first started dating. The first month we were dating, we go to Chicago. We stop at the train station and take this train into Chicago. And I'm like trying to park my car in a grassy like parking lot. It's, I don't know, ghetto Ann Arbor. And I can't park the car because it's too tight. Like,
we're going to miss the train.
I couldn't fit my car. Like I couldn't make it turn as quickly as it needed to turn to fit into any of the spaces because everything's on top of each other. And I'm like so embarraed because I've only been dating this guy for like a month.
I do remember
And I get out of the car and I'm like, look, buddy, I'm sorry, we can't go. I can't park my car. And he's like, what do you mean? Let me do it. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Like we can't park this car in this parking lot. And Brian gets in the car and he drives, like, and he rolls down the window, like, what in the bleepity bleep kind of car is this? And like, I don't know. If I go too slow, the power steering doesn't work. He's like, what do you mean your power steering doesn't work? I'm like, I don't know. It's always been like this. It's just my car. It's what I have to work with, okay? I don't have a whole lot to work with. This is what I've been given, and I'm just making it happen, okay? When we say we started from nothing,
dude,
these
stories mean nothing to everybody else. I'm listening to this and I'm going, I really do remember jumping in that car, hitting reverse, trying to turn it, and going, it doesn't turn.
If you're a car person, can you please tell me why that happened?
It probably has something to do with like the power steering pump, not cycling, or I don't even know what it does. The flux capacitor clearly wasn't working. But I literally go, how do you drive that? Like,
but the thing is, this is when we first started dating. I've had that car for a year before I met you, and it took like another year for somebody to finally be like, "Hey, stop driving this car. It's gonna kill you." I drove that car for like 3 years. It's a wonder I'm alive. Really
dude, we've had some wild, stressed out, huge fights the last 90 days. Dude, every time a contractor shows up, they go, what the hell are y'all building? I go,
I don't know.
fucking Taj Mahal, bro. And
That's
they go,
what our countertops are.
and the guy goes, that is the countertops. And everybody goes, yeah, the number I quoted you, that ain't definitely for this. And I go, yeah, how much more?
The paint guy came. Oh my God. I wanted to cry.
I'm crying right now.
Because we were walking through this house and the trim carpenter, it started with I'm blaming Gary because we walked through the house with Gary, who's our trim carpenter.
Shout out to Gary.
Or our finish carpenter. I don't know what to call him. He's amazing. I freaking love this guy. He is.
What about me?
He's so. If you didn't know him, maybe he is actually. I don't know him that well. Maybe he's on cocaine. I don't know. But the way he talks, he's my people. He moves fast. Like when you move fast. And so
what's wrong with my 3 minutes?
We're walking.
We're on the same team. We're saying the same thing like a synonym.
Stop. We're walking through the house and he's like, yeah, I could do this in this room, this room. What ideas? I'm like, I feel like I'm on HGTV. I'm like, yeah, let's add trim.
HG.
What did I say?
HD is high definition.
Stop it. Stop.
You're doing it.
Anyway, so we're walking through this house and I'm like vibing with Gary and we're all getting excited. And I'm like, yeah.
You're spending money. Of course he's excited. He's like, what else you got?
He's like, I could trim out this wall this way. I'm like, great, put shiplap on the ceiling. And he did beautiful work. And then I'm like, okay, so this was all overages, but it's fine. We're paying as we go and stuff. Thinking we're done with all of this trim work that we did that cost us a boatload of freaking money at this point. And I'm like, cool. So, signed, sealed, delivered. We got countertops. We already paid for hardwood. Like, we're in the home run. Paint is like it's no big deal. We're walking through with the painter and little did I know.
Don't give his name.
That I'm not.
Okay.
But you have to pay extra for like all of the extra trim work with paint because they have to like make sure it looks like a good way before you paint it, I guess. I don't know.
It has to look like a good way. It's very accurate. It's about the extent that we know.
I don't know. Well, because it's wood. So like he has to very, very finely like sand it, he paints it, sand it, paints it, sand it, paints it.
Muds it, caulks it, yeah, whatever.
It's a whole process before he can actually like paint it. So all of this extra homework that I've already like blown the budget on is also like re-blowing. Like, let's just add a little bit of whipped cream on top of this sundae, this shit sundae, because I don't know how anybody does it. Paint should be the easiest thing on the house. There is only so much wall space. It can't really cost that much more. Like, you can spend more in product, I understand, but it's paint. It's paint. Like, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. I thought we were in like a home run. Our budget just got doubled.
No.
Yes, it did.
25%.
Because he didn't have the basement.
No.
Yes.
25% probably.
Regardless, it might as well be doubled, Brian. We don't have any more money.
Buy another $10,000. I'm not selling my aerator anymore because I'm going to go do 500 effing aerations.
That's freaking aerator. I'm on the treadmill
5 months
every
later,
day
it's still here
in the barn, and I look over to my left. What's sitting there staring at me? That's a stupid aerator. Will somebody buy our aerator, please? I need to paint my house because you apparently can't move in until you paint it.
Well, he's like, are these Albanian?
It's hot in here.
I know. Is he Albanian or Armenian? I forget.
Well, his name.
No, don't do his name.
I'm pretty sure he's Middle Eastern.
Yeah, he's foreign. You know, he's not a white boy.
His name's like Mohammed or Ali, but different one.
Like Mohammed.
he's Middle Eastern, Brian.
Muhammad Ali's black.
No, not Muhammad Ali. Muhammad or Ali. Like, they're very stereotypical names. Like Sarah or Becky is white girl names. I didn't say Muhammad Ali. I know Muhammad Ali's black. I didn't say anything about Muhammad Ali. I said Muhammad or Ali. Or Ali.
He's a black guy.
No, he's not a black guy.
Is he horrific? I don't even know.
Muhammad Ali, I think, is part Middle Eastern because that is a very Middle Eastern. I'm going to Google it.
Wasn't he a boxer?
He was, but that doesn't mean he can be Middle Eastern, Brian. Was Muhammad Ali Middle Eastern? What is this podcast?
What is this?
Muhammad Ali of Egypt? No. Predominantly African, Irish, and English family heritage.
Liz, you can't say stuff like that.
Africa is basically the Middle East anyway. Like, Egypt is the Middle East, and it's Africa, so, right? Is Africa in the is Egypt in Africa or the Middle East? It's like on the border. It's
just
where is Africa?
Stop talking.
No, not Africa. Egypt. My bad. Egypt.
I haven't started working on my cardio.
Okay, I'm not wrong. Egypt is located on the northeast corner of the African continent, right before you get to the Middle East. So.
Oh my God. This guy's name, it doesn't matter his name. He's coming over and he goes, I go, what do you think? I go, what do you think about this? We're doing the walkthrough, and he goes, no. That's not. He goes, no.
That wasn't on the sheet.
That wasn't on sheet. That's not on sheet. I go, what sheet do you have? And we go to the next room. He goes, oh, that's new. He goes, that's not on sheet either. I go, all right. So I'm like, what do you think? $500? He goes, oh, I have to add it up. Next room, oh, that's not on sheet either. I'm like, how much sheet is not here? You know, it's a lot of new sheets. And he's like, I'd have to get back with you. I'm like, oh my God. So it's guaranteed 10,000 more. I think the interior paint's 30 or 40 grand. The exterior paint's like 35 grand or something like that.
Thank God they're separate line items.
Well, for sure. But it's like, dude, it's like you can't mess it up. So we're going to be offering aerations. We might start selling feet pictures. We have a lot on our plate. If I sell the aerator, great. If I don't, I'm going to go do 100 aerations because it's just literally crazy, folks.
Emmy has a lemonade stand.
We're going to start selling eggs on the.
We don't have any chicken.
Oh, I didn't say chicken eggs. We're just going to sell. We're selling.
Oh my God.
Anything counts right now. Look, come on, team player. That's where we're at right now. So hope to see it togethertrades.com or at togethertrades.com.
Buy your ticket together.
We don't make any money on trades, just so you guys know. I think we have a couple sponsors.
Together in the Trades is honestly the least profitable thing.
There's no profit on trades.
It's not for profit.
And that's totally fine. We don't even care. It's going to be a fun, like Liz said, 3-4 day vacation. And I was listening to Jeremiah and Savannah's podcast actually on Monday. Savannah's like, I could sell, with her Alabama accent, she's like, I could sell a cruise all day long. She goes, it's fun, it's networking.
Wait, are they speaking? I don't think they're speaking.
I don't think they're speaking. No, but she's like, it's fun, it's networking, it's a vacation, and it's professional development, working on your marriage.
I think you can write off every single day. Don't quote me, because we are doing a meeting every single day.
That's why we're doing a meeting, quarter day, half day.
Ask your tax professional about it, though. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, but that's why we're scheduling the cruise that way, so we can still make it qualify.
Brian and I used to take a cruise immediately after LAL every year.
To kind of regroup.
Because we run so hard, just like you do in the spring season for LAL. That's a huge, like, if our busiest season
Fall's crazier than spring.
I think fall's crazier than spring for us.
Equip, LAL.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Leaves, snow.
And getting away on the cruise, I know some people, not a lot of people, because there are a lot of diehard cruise people, but some people are like questioning the whole cruise thing. Because, like, again, being trapped on boats and that. One thing we love about it is it's not just like going on vacation somewhere stateside. Like, you don't have cell phone reception.
Unless you pay for it.
Unless you can pay for it and stuff.
Yep.
We choose not to, honestly. We might get the
times.
internet, like, on like a day or two just to check in.
Check our email or go to a port city or something.
Yeah, but I love not having, like, you truly do feel away from everything. Like, if you came to Montana, like, that feeling, a lot of people said they just felt like they were able to leave their business behind. You were so far away from home.
Yeah.
In a completely new situation. Like, we don't have mountains over here, okay? Like, I don't know.
Well, like, you fly down to Tennessee, like we did 2 years ago, which was awesome.
It's really cool, but I'm still
you're
super close to home.
Yeah, you're 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours from home, or a quick flight. You know, when you're in the Caribbean and
like, you're away.
Your team has to figure it out, dude. You guys have to figure it out. Like, and by the way, that's why we're doing it on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're all coming in a day early.
I'll look and see.
Make sure, I would just say, little PSA, if you do buy tickets, come in a day early. I think a lot of folks are staying. I don't know if we have a hotel or anything or a block.
We do not have a hotel block anywhere. We kind of left it up to everybody's discretion with different price points and stuff.
But is the Facebook group still rocking and rolling for all this too, for trades?
Yeah. So if you get your tickets to Together in the Trades, or if you have gone in years past, you get access to our exclusive Facebook group. And it's really cool because you get to see people like truly make friends. Like, there's people who have come back year after year because they have friends that come, and they keep in touch during the event in the Facebook page.
Yeah.
With the
there's probably about 400 or 500 people in there now. 300-400 people, I would imagine, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be coming in a day early for sure. I think we might be. No, we're seeing it.
Why is this a picture of Jason that was joking?
Listen, dude, I got nothing. I don't make the website. I don't make the photos. that's Alabama, Jason.
Tracy's not even in this photo.
Jason and Tracy. Listen, it is what it is, folks. Liz showed me the phone and the website. I don't do any of that stuff. Okay,
go to the website just to look at Jason.
I think we're gonna have some sponsors if they sign. So I'll give them a shout out after they sign the paperwork. But shout out to the sponsors that if we do have some, and they're just
Vermeer.
helping.
We'll say Vermeer.
Vermeer. Are they renewed? Are they going to go? We'll say that. Let's go. Synced up, I think, maybe. And so
it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You get back.
We get back Monday morning?
Monday morning, we arrive back into Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, again, and I think that's why we wanted to do it.
Yep, so that people could get
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
On their week, yeah.
And the following week, you can always double up on Tuesday and or work Friday, Saturday.
We do recommend to come in like Thursday night, even if it's late night.
Right.
Super late.
Make sure you're there.
Just because you don't want to miss a flight, especially with how airlines have been.
No,
they're just like, just kidding. You're not going out today.
Absolutely.
For no reason. Can you imagine if we did that?
The cruise leaves. We did that. Last thing I'll say, because we'll shut it down because it's getting warm in this room. But
gosh, why is hot?
I was doing a podcast the other day for 30 plus minutes with Corey in here, and it was warmer that day than today. And this thing turns into a hot box now. I've got the air conditioner, but it blows up.
We gotta get that paint paid for because we gotta get out of this RV before the summer comes.
No shoe, dude. So it was funny. What was I just saying? Oh, our honeymoon.
Oh, God.
We got married on a Saturday, evening, Saturday afternoon. We did not go to bed till late night. Then we had to get up early morning, and we flew in the same day the cruise left. Remember that? We were up at 6 for like a 9 a.m. flight to land by noon.
We need to have like a redo honeymoon because you got seasick and like we were just not.
Between the stress of the wedding, 2 the wedding day, the excitement and stress, and then that night we had, I don't know, a handful of hours of sleep. Then we got up at Sunday morning, flew out at like 9 or 10 a.m., got down there at noon. The boat left at 3 or 4, and you're shuttling from the Orlando airport to Orlando Port Canaveral or whatever it was at the time. So we had no margin, and I got seasick the first 3 days. I literally it was so much traveling. I got crushed, and that was a really tough. It seems like it's so in line with our life, like tough honeymoon start. I was so sick. You literally were like, well, we paid a lot of money to be here. I'm going to go get some food and hang out and go watch the water.
I didn't know what to do. I ended up going.
I literally had.
So on the cruise ships, this was an older boat over all the Caribbeans. And so.
The Fantasy, remember?
It was,
Freedom?
It started Freedom of the Seas.
Something like that.
And it was before they redid it. They've redone that boat by now.
By the way, the boat we're on is the new big one. It's not the new big one?
Nope. It's the Celebrity Cruise.
Oh, Celebrity. I'm sorry. That's the other
So Celebrity, if you don't know, is a subsidiary of Royal Caribbean. I think it's a little bit nicer.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a little bit nicer version.
So it's a nice boat, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good save.
So I didn't know what to do because Brian's like sick in our hotel room and he's just like sleeping all day. And so I went to one of those gem shows. Do you remember?
The gem show?
Yes.
No.
I went to, it was like because you were sick.
Did you buy some and negotiate $500
No,
off?
they like teach you. They basically what it is they're setting you up to be sold on the islands, and they're telling you all about this, like these exclusive gems that you can get.
Yes.
And then they gave me a map where I could go to all these different jewelry stores on the islands that we were stopping at and collect my free charm.
Yep.
And that's what we did. I collected all these. Do you remember that?
I do remember this.
I had
because they had that blue rare color.
Yeah.
That was like, I don't even know what it's Gem of the Month Club down there. They always have a hustle.
Yeah. And so this
get the tanzanite for
that's what it was, tanzanite.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. It comes from like Africa or something.
Get
it's
your
not even like
0.018% quart, carat weight.
But I took because we were so broke, and I wanted a memento back from our honeymoon. That when we stopped at port, I made us go to all of those different
I remember that
jewelry stores
I remember
and get my free.
The lady's like, she goes, the smallest tanzanite or whatever we have, purple something was like, dude, $10,000 or something because it was like some rare
crazy,
special.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think those are the free earrings, Liz.
I'll take my free thing.
The lady's like, we don't have any more. Well, we went in there, then didn't buy anything from all these people. Yeah. So it's
classy.
It's like collecting your charms at Disney or something. We were so broke. We're so stupid. We're so naive. We're just young, dumb, and broke.
So young.
Yeah.
Anyways, that doesn't relate to anything.
And 10 years from now, we're gonna look back on this and go,
I hope so.
I hope so. I mean, let's keep growing together. But any which way, life is good. It's always something going on here, folks, and it's always money in, money out right now with the house, the company.
Like put like a memorial marker where the RV is now when it moves, so we always remember. Like this is the spot where we like lived like 10 lives like lifetimes. It's been
this 5-6 months has felt like 5 or 6
forever,
years.
Yeah.
This has been the most fun and also most challenging 6 to 12, 14 months of our life.
We knew it would be. I still wouldn't change it.
Wouldn't change a thing, but damn, it's been a lot, So I'm ready for a refuel. I'm ready for a fill up. It's not going to come at a more better time for us because we hopefully should be in our house sometime in June is kind of the projected move-in date. Praise the Lord. And 2-3 weeks later is to get in the trades. Mm-hmm. So
we always have some big life thing happening right before trades.
It's true. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a good time but also the spring rush, of course.
What are we talking about Together in the Trades?
Still got to work on that.
Figured out.
Still got to work.
What do you guys want to hear?
How to survive marriage for 12 months with your spouse. How to save a crap ton of money. How to marry the most beautiful woman in the world. I can't talk about that. It's already taken care of. I already married you. Ooh-wee. How to marry the most handsome man in the land, Mm-hmm. Did you do that? Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot of positive feedback there. All right. That's all I got. Anything else you want to add? Appreciate you being on the show. It's I haven't had you on the show in a couple months. You've been in time out. Can't keep
it's literally been like 2 months, I think.
I'm just kidding, but you can't make statements like that about Egypt and Muhammad Ali.
Dude,
it's going to get us canceled.
Muhammad Ali.
I'm just I
said Muhammad or Ali.
It's kind of coincidental that another guy's named that. Don't you think? So, all right. That's where we're going to leave it for today. I literally think Rob's calling me. We are doing good. All right. That's what we got, guys. Over and out. I do got to take a call. Appreciate you guys. TogetherInTheTrades.com.
TogetherInTheTrades.com.
April
or find
15th.
us on Instagram at Together in the Trades.
Or Elizabeth Fullerton or Brian's on Minutes. All right, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Running a successful lawn care and landscaping business means you are working hard and smart. You're smart about investing in equipment to grow your business, to be more efficient, go the distance, and take more on. Cujo Yardware is working hard to provide you with the absolute best footwear options to help you get the job done. You want efficiency? Trash the grass-stained athletic shoes that fail on slopes and do. You want to go the distance? Forget those overkill boots that weren't built for the yard. You don't have to choose between lightweight comfort or water-resistant traction because Cujo Yardware was built for you. From the comfortable yard shoes to the tough X1 landscape boots, Cujo selected the best quality materials to optimize the performance and satisfaction of lawn care professionals. While you focus on laying killer stripes, Cujo will be there every step of the way. Check them out at Cujo.com, Kujo.com. Before you turn off the podcast, there are two things that we believe you will be highly interested in. First, if you're looking to stay up to date with the latest trends and insights in the world of lawn care, then you'll want to subscribe to our free email newsletter. It shows up in your inbox 3 times a week and includes a Monday motivational to kick off your week, a Wednesday what's new to keep you informed, and a Friday weekly recap of all the content we put out. The second thing is we have just launched Lawntrepreneur Academy Link. Now you can be a part of an exclusive community that links you to those who can help you grow in your lawn care business. Joining Lawntrepreneur Link will give you the tools that you need to stay accountable, get real-time expert advice, and find belonging in a community of folks who are passionate about the lawn care industry just like you. Visit LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com to learn how Link membership gives you unique access to monthly hangouts, bidding hour calls, coaching calls, expert lessons, and more. Stay ahead of the curve and level up your business with a membership to the Lawntrepreneur Academy Link. Find an easy-to-use link in the podcast description.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.